This community surrounded us some 26 months ago. And you did everything you could to support us, but most importantly, you surrounded the family of these two little girls. Gosh, I'll never forget it.
You were speaking directly to whoever did this with the sense that that person might even be in the room. Yes. Do you think that person was in the room?
I think if he wasn't in the room, he was close by, but I'm 100% convinced he was watching.
Why?
Because of all that's happened over these last 30 months, the information that we had received, the information that we knew, and I hope to one day be able to tell that story.
You said something during the briefing that struck me, that you feel like the investigators may have talked to him. Do you think that at some point or since then that one of your guys has gotten in front of this person and asked him questions? And if so, then how, at that point, did it not lead to an arrest, and how could it moving forward?
Well, I think it's likely. I think it's likely. There's a lot of opinions out there. There's a lot of subjective opinions. There's a lot of analysis being done, which we're trying to encourage folks to not do those kinds of side-by-side analysis. But I really believe that over time we're going to have an idea that we were onto something early on. But remember, this isn't a 43-minute TV show. We have to understand that's not just science, but it's also human intelligence, what people know.
As well. Why not release that sooner? You knew right away you had a picture, but a picture is different than video. Why wait that long?
Yeah, a picture is different than video, and a sketch is different than a photograph. So you're right. You're absolutely correct. We'll be able to one day tell you what we know and why we didn't release it. We don't want to show our hand. We don't want to show the complete picture of what we know versus what we think. We have to be very, very careful there. Remember, it's easy to give an opinion if you don't understand the factual basis for what we've done and why. And I don't mean that in a critical sense, but we have to protect the integrity of what we know. And, geez, we're going to stay at it.
The sketch, and to be clear, and you did clarify this after, but in case folks didn't hear it, you don't want them to look at both sketches anymore. You only want the newly released sketch, correct?
That's correct. But remember, a sketch is not a photograph.
Right.
It's something similar to a resemblance. And the likelihood of this being something between the two is probably pretty strong. But again, that's a subjective opinion based upon what I believe. During the course of this investigation, we have concluded the first sketch released will become secondary as of today. The result of the new information and intelligence over time leads us to believe the sketch, which you will see shortly, is the person responsible for the murders of these two little girls. We believe this person is currently between the age range of 18 and 40, but might appear younger than his true age.
The picture that's been put out, that was put out in April, is more of a scenario of who we think may be more involved in the other. We're not saying that the other one is not him. With the information that we've gotten in tips and interviews that we've been having over the last 2 years, that we feel that this face may be more of what the subject looks like. And so that's why we've kind of changed directions, went to this one, and we're still pretty adamant that that's the person that we're looking for.
The new sketch actually they had from the beginning and was actually drawn up before the sketch that they released in July of 2017. The new talking point from Indiana State Police is that when this person is captured, he's probably going to look like somewhere in between the two sketches. And I know you don't agree with me on this. I see a lot of similarities between the two sketches, right. And I can kind of see where, yeah, maybe they are an older and younger version of the same person. Not everyone agrees with me on that.